So hello students. So today we shall start linear inequalities. Okay. So what do you mean by linear inequality? Okay. So you write two real numbers. Okay. So first listen very mindfully. Two real numbers or two algebraic expressions related by the symbol less than, greater than, less than equal to, or greater than equal to form an inequality. Okay. So you write two real numbers or two algebraic expressions or two algebraic expressions, two algebraic expressions, two algebraic expressions related, okay, two algebraic expressions related, okay, by the symbol, related by the symbol less than. This is the symbol for less than, this one is greater than. So by the symbol less than, greater than, or you can say less than, equal to, or greater than equal. This is read as less than equal to, this is read as greater than equal to. Okay. So form an inequality. Okay. Form an inequality. Form an inequality. Okay. So two real numbers or two algebraic expressions related by the symbol. This symbol is less than, this symbol is greater than, this is less than equal to, or greater than equal to. This form an inequality. Equation means if the symbol is equal to. Suppose I will tell you s square is equal to 4. So this is an equation. But you can say s square greater than 4. This is inequation. Okay, or you can say inequality. But a linear inequality means that is the if the expression is in first degree, so that is called linear inequality. Okay, if the expression is second degree, that is called quadratic inequality. Okay, so first of all you write this one. This is the definition of inequality. Okay, so please write down. Two real numbers. This is inequality. Okay, so what do you mean by inequality? So two real numbers or two algebraic expressions related by the symbol less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to form an inequality. Okay. So everybody clear, not clear? Hello? Hello? Okay. So let us discuss what do you mean by numerical inequality and what do you mean by literal inequality. Okay. So types of inequality you write. Types of inequalities. Number one you write numerical inequality. Okay. Number one is numerical inequality. So numerical inequality means if the numbers are there, suppose I will say 3 less than 8. So this is a numerical inequality. Or I can say 10 greater than 2. So these are numerical inequalities. Okay. So for example, because these are the numbers. Okay. So are numerical inequalities. Okay. Numerical inequalities. Okay. So these two are numerical inequalities. Okay. So after that you write down number 2 is literal inequality. Okay. Number 2 you write number 2, that is literal inequality. Okay. Literal inequalities. So what is by literal inequality? There is variable numbers, variable is there. Okay. You see here clearly both are numbers. Okay. But suppose variable is there. Suppose I will say x less than 2 or x less than 8. So this is a literal inequality. Okay. This is called literal inequality. You will write here numerical inequality. You will write TIS. Okay. Then is literal inequality x less than 2, or you can say x, any variable you can say y greater than 5. Okay. So these are literal inequalities because here the variable numbers are there, x and y. Okay. Are you clear, not clear? So these are called literal inequalities. Okay. Or we may say suppose x greater than equal to 4. Okay. called numerical inequality. This is called literal inequality. Okay, are literal inequalities. Are literal inequalities. Okay, so everybody clear, not clear? Okay, so now you understood what is numerical inequalities and what is your literal inequalities. Okay, then you write number 3, double inequality. Okay, number 3 write double inequalities. Okay, so let us write some examples. Okay, suppose I am writing 3 less than 5 less than 7. So this is read as 5 greater than 3 less than 7. Okay, previously trigonometry I have told you. So this notation, remember, whenever you are writing like this, okay, this is read as 5 greater than 3 and less than 7 and less than 7. Okay, so this will read like this: 5 greater than 3 and less than 7. But I will write like this: 3 less than 5 less than 7. 3 less than 5 means in reverse you can say 5 greater than 3. Okay, are you clear? So how to read this? Understood, not understood? Hello? So this should read 5 greater than 3 and less than 7. 5 greater than 3 and less than 7. Okay, that you should not how to read. Yeah? And similarly, suppose I will ask you 4 less than equal to x less than 5. So this is read as x greater than equal to 4 less than 5. So these are called double inequalities. Okay, and next another example you write. Suppose I will write suppose I will say 3 less than y and less than equal to 6. Okay, so this will read y greater than 3 less than equal to 6. So these all are double inequality. Okay, double inequality. Okay, are double inequality. Okay, you see here only this is less than, so there is a literal, and numerical inequality only numbers are there, no variables. Here variables are there. Okay, so here there may be variables, maybe numbers only, but it should be like this. Okay, so this is read as, whenever you are writing like this, so this is read as what? Yes, x greater than equal to 4 and less than 5 and less than 5. Okay, similarly this is read as what? Hello, this 3 less than y less than equal to 6 is read as what? Y greater than 3 and less than equal to 6. Okay, very good, very good. So you write, so you must write like that, but you should read like this. Okay, so this is read as y greater than 3 and y less than equal to 6 and y less than equal to 6 and y less than equal to 6. Okay, so please write down all these things. Okay, so you now understood what do you mean by numerical inequalities, what do you mean by literal inequalities, and what do you mean by double inequalities. Okay, then after this we shall discuss what do you mean by strict inequalities. Okay, so let us write. Have you taken all these things? Not taken? Hello students? Hello. Taking or taken? Okay. So everybody taken? Okay. Jadi ke namanya itu okay, very good. So now after this you write some other inequalities, that is written by strict inequalities. Yeah, strict. Next to write is strict inequalities. Yeah? Strict inequalities. Okay. Let us write some more examples. Suppose I will say x plus b less than 0, x plus b greater than 0. Okay, and after that you write x plus by less than c, x plus by less than c, x plus by greater than c. Okay, so listen me mindfully. This x plus b less than 0, x plus b greater than 0, x plus by less than c, x plus by greater than c. So this types of inequalities are called strict inequalities. Okay, so are called strictly inequalities. Are called strict inequalities. Okay, that is strictly inequalities. You write are called strict inequalities. Okay, this is called strict inequalities. Okay, so please take it. This is called strict inequalities. Then after that you write down slack inequalities. So what do you mean by slack inequalities? Slack inequalities. Okay, slack inequalities you write. Okay, so under slack inequalities, so that is you will get what? If you have both sides, you see here x plus b less than 0, suppose I will write x plus b less than equal to 0. So this is an example of slack inequality. Okay, or suppose I will say x plus by greater than equal to 0. Here x plus by greater than 0, but if you say x plus by greater than equal to 0, so this is a slack inequality. Okay, and after that you write down next one. You see here x plus by less than c, but suppose I will say x plus by less than equal to c. Okay, and here x plus by greater than c, suppose I will say x plus by greater than equal to c. Okay, so here only the symbol less than, the right side may be 0 or any constant, let's see, but here it is less than equal to greater than equal to. Okay, then this is called slack inequality. Okay, so are called slack inequalities. Are called slack. Yes, any doubts? Hello? 3x greater than 0, this is strict inequality. Okay, if it is greater than equal to 0, it is a slack inequality. Clear? Are you clear? Here the constant b is 0. Okay, here a, b are constants. Okay, x is variable. Okay, a, b are constants. Okay, a, b are constants, and x is variable. Okay, x is variable, and here a, b, c are constants. Okay, a, b, c are constants. X is variable. Here a, b, c, x plus k less than a, b, c are constants. Okay, a, b, c are constants. X is variable. Okay, where a, b, c are constants and x is variable. X is variable. Clear now? So suppose you are saying that 3x plus b, 3x less than 0. So here there is no b means you can say b is 0. So it is of this form. So it is coming out strict inequality. Okay. So now you understood what is strict inequality. This is you say number 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. This is number 5. Okay. So now you understood what is your slack inequalities. Everybody clear? Not clear? Hello. Okay. Yes. Whatever here may be minus sign also, so that is also strict inequality. Okay. Suppose x minus b less than 0, so that is also strict. Okay. Plus minus any sign may be there. Okay. Suppose I say ax minus b less than 0. This you can write what? Ax plus or minus b. So it is of this form. Are you clear? Hello, what's it? Okay, so it is strict inequalities. So like this, there may be minus, it is slack inequality. Okay. Here right side is what? Sorry, here only one sign, either less than or greater than. But here both sides, less than equal to greater than equal. So that is called slack inequality. This is strict inequalities. So have you taken this note again? Hello. Okay. And what is my linear inequality in one variable? Okay, you see this x plus b less than 0, x plus by greater than 0, this one, here only one variable. Okay, and similarly here x plus by less than equal to 0, x plus by greater than equal to 0. So this x plus b less than 0, x plus b greater than 0, x plus b less than equal to 0, x plus b greater than equal. So these are called linear inequality in one variable. Linear means first degree. Okay. And but here you see there are two variables, x plus by, x, y both are variables. Okay, so you can say here y is also variable. Okay, here x variable, y is also variable. Okay, so this is linear into two variables. This is also linear into two variables, and this one is linear into two variables. This one is linear into two variables. Okay, so you write linear inequalities. Linear inequalities in one variable. Okay, linear inequalities in one variable. Okay, linear inequality in one variable. Let us write some examples. So this one, that is x plus b less than 0, x plus b greater than 0, and here x plus b less than equal to 0, x plus b greater than equal to 0. You see that inequality means what? The sign may be less than equal to or greater than equal to. Okay. So here only one variable, that is x. A, b are constants. Here only one variable. Here only one variable. Okay. So our linear inequalities in one variable, and here the variable is x. Okay, so you can say linear inequalities in one variable x, because here x is a variable. Okay, but if I say x plus by less than c, so this is linear inequality two variables. Linear means first degree is 1. You see, suppose I write here a square plus b, so that degree will be 2. That will be quadratic inequality. Okay, if the degree is 2, if the degree is this, similarly you can say cubic inequality. Okay, so after this madam, linear inequality in two variables. Okay, linear inequalities in two variables. Okay, let us write linear inequality in two variables. So now tell me, what are the two variables? Suppose the variables are x and y. So you can say x plus by less than c, x plus by greater than c. Okay, and here x plus by less than equal to c, x plus by less than equal to c, x plus by greater than equal to c. So these all are linear inequality two variables. Okay, are linear inequalities in two variables. Okay, so everybody clear, not clear? Hello? So please write down linear inequality in two variables. This. So these are called linear inequality in two variables. Okay. So here a b not 0, mind you, because suppose a is 0, b is 0, then this term vanishes. If a is 0, x term will be 0 and x 0, 0 into y 0. So this term vanishes. There is no x y, so no variable. Okay, that's it. And here the restriction is where a not equal to 0. Because if a is 0, this 0 into x 0, 0 plus b. So b is a constant. Okay, there is no variable. Okay, here a b are constant. Remember. Okay, or write a b c are constants. Okay, here a b also a b c. So these are constants. Right? So here variable is x and y. X and y are variables. Okay. Okay, here x variable, here x variable, here x variable, here x variable, both variables. That you must remember. Okay. So are you clear? Not clear? Hello. Then what do you mean by quadratic inequalities? Quadratic means if the degree is 2. Usually linear inequality means what? Degree is 1. Linear means what? Linear means first degree. Linear means first degree. Okay? People say quadratic inequalities, that is second degree inequality. Okay? So quadratic means what? Second degree. Quadratic means second degree. Okay? So let us discuss one example of a quadratic inequality. Okay? Have you taken all these things or not taken? Hello, my dear students. Hello. Everybody taken? If anybody not taken, please respond fast. Somya taken? Somya? Swam have taken? Srimaya? Okay. If you are not taken means you must respond fast. Because whenever you are not responding means what? I understood that everybody are taken. Because somebody told yes sir. So if you will not respond by that time, then I will rub out this immediately. So then you will face problems. That's why you must inform me. Okay. So linear inequality is in two variables. So linear means first degree. You see, this is first degree. So it is linear inequality. Okay. Inequality means either the sign may be less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. Okay. But quadratic means second degree. Okay. So let us discuss quadratic inequality. Okay. I think this you have taken. Okay. So next heading you write quadratic inequality. Okay. Quadratic inequalities. Okay. So quadratic means second degree. Okay. Quadratic means what? Second degree. So suppose I am say a square plus bx plus c less than 0, or I am say a square plus bx plus c greater than 0, or I will say a square plus bx plus c less than equal to 0. I will say a square plus bx plus c greater than equal to 0. So you see this is second degree. So these are called quadratic inequality. Okay. So you write are called quadratic inequalities. Are called quadratic inequalities. Are called quadratic inequalities. Okay. So where a not equal to 0, because if you say a 0, you see this will be 0 into s square plus bx plus c less than 0. So 0 displacement 0. So 0 plus bx plus c less than 0. Then it will not quadratic, it will be linear. So that the restriction is coefficient of s square, that must be non-zero. Not 0 means non-zero. Means other than 0. It may be 1, maybe 2, maybe minus 1, maybe minus 3. Understood? Not understood? Hello? So why the restriction is that a not 0? Because if a will be 0, this term s square term will vanish. So s square term means that is the second degree term. Second term vanish means it will be first degree. Then it will not quadratic. Quadratic means second degree. Okay. So please take it. So everybody taken, not taken? Hello. Okay. So now we shall discuss some rules for solving inequality. Okay. So let us write next heading. Have you taken this one? Srimaya. Okay. Running this. So okay. जो मैंने non equal वो ठीक है आगे respond करो. So how to solve the inequalities? Okay. So let us discuss some rules for solving inequality. Okay, so you write rules for solving okay, rules for solving inequality. Okay, rules for solving inequality. Okay, so let us discuss this rules for solving inequality. Okay, so first rule you write, that is your rule 1. Okay, so rule and you write equal numbers may be added or subtracted. Equal numbers may be added. Equal numbers may be added or subtracted. Equal numbers may be added or subtracted. You write equal numbers may be added or subtracted from. Okay, equal numbers may be added or subtracted. Did you write or not? From both sides of one inequality. From both sides of one inequality. Okay, from both sides of an inequality without affecting the sign of inequality. Okay, without affecting the sign of inequality. Without affecting the sign of inequality. Okay, so this you remember. Equal numbers may be added or may be subtracted from both sides of an inequality without affecting the sign of inequality means the sign will not change. Okay, suppose less than sign is there. Suppose the original sign is less than, so it will be also less than. If the original sign is greater than, it will be greater than. Okay, let us discuss some examples, then your idea will be clear. Okay, example 1. Suppose I will say 3 is less than 5. Okay, so suppose I will add 2 on both sides. Okay, so I can say 3 plus 2 less than 5 plus 2. Okay, so this earlier this sign was less than, here also now less than. Because 3 plus 2 is what? 5. So 5 less than 7. This is also correct. Understood or not? This is also correct. So that's why equal numbers. Here equal number is what? 2. Here I have added 2 on the left side. Right side also 2. Suppose here you will add 2. Here you will add 7. So 2 and 7 are not equal numbers. So equal numbers must be added or subtracted from an inequality. Okay, that without affecting the sign of inequality. Okay. Similarly, another example I am telling. Example 2 you write. Example 2. Suppose I will say 7 greater than 1. Okay. So now I will add 3 on both sides. So I can say 7 plus 3 greater than 1 plus 3. 7 plus 3 is what? 10. So 10 greater than 4, it is right. So here I have added equal numbers 3 on both sides. Okay. So usual sign dimension. Here earlier it was greater than, now it is greater than. And here earlier it was less than, now it is less than. Okay. Then you write example 3. Example 3 you write. Okay. So suppose I will say 2 less than equal to 5. Then you can write 2 plus 3 less than equal to 5 plus 3. You see, here I am adding 3 on both sides. Okay. So the sign of the inequality now change. Or suppose I will say x less than equal to 5. So I can say x plus 2 less than equal to 5 plus 2. Okay. That sign will not change. Okay. Without affecting the sign means, you see originally this was the inequality, here sign was less than equal, now also less than equal. Okay. That is, you can write x plus 2 less than equal to 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay. So like that. Okay. So are you clear about this? Not clear? Hello? Hello students? Okay. But you will multiply or divide. Okay. A positive number on both sides of the inequality, the inequality sign remains same. But if you multiply or divide a negative number, the sign of the inequality is same. That we shall discuss in rule 2. Okay. So first to take it. After this we shall discuss rule 2. So these are some examples are given. Okay, example 1, 2, 3. Then after this you write down rule 2. That is your rule 2 you write. That is both sides. Rule 2 is, okay, both sides of an inequality can be multiplied or divided. Both sides of an inequality, both sides of an inequality can be multiplied or divided. Okay, have you written, not written? Hello. Okay, let us take multiplied divided by the same positive number. Multiplied or divided by the same positive number. Okay. Both sides of an inequality can be multiplied divided by the same positive number. But when both sides are multiplied divided by a negative number, but when both sides are multiplied, okay, but when both sides are multiplied or divided by the after this down or divided by the negative number. Why do you write by negative number? Okay, bracket close. By negative number. Okay, then the sign of the inequality is reversed. Then the sign of the inequality is reversed. Sign of the inequality reverse means that is the sign of the inequality change. Change means if less than sign is there, it will be greater than. If less than equal to sign is there, it will be greater than equal. If greater than equal sign is there, it will be less than equal. Understood? Then the sign of the inequality reverse. Okay, that is the sign of the inequality change. Okay, that is the sign of the inequality. That is the sign of the inequality change. Okay, that is the sign of the inequality change. So, are you clear? Not clear? Hello, my dear students. Hello, my dear students. Hello. Are you clear up to this? Not clear? Let us give some examples. Then your idea will be clear. So, be quick because your time will be over. So, let us see some examples I am giving. Example 1. So, let me say 5 is greater than 2. Okay. So, if you add a positive number, so if you multiply or divide a positive number both sides, so inequality sign remains same. Okay, that means suppose I will multiply positive number 3. So you can say 5 into 3 greater than 2 into 3. So here the sign remains same. Here greater than, here also greater than. So 5 into 3 is what? 15. So 15 greater than 6. Okay. So this is example 1. Suppose example 2 I will say, let me say 15 greater than, okay, 15 greater than 4. But suppose I will multiply negative number. Let me say I will multiply minus 2 on both sides. So 15 into minus 2, if I not say greater than 4 into minus 2. This is my mind fully. Oh my God. So listen me here. Example I am telling. This is your example 1. If 5 greater than 2. So if you multiply a positive number on both sides, so sign of the inequality remains same. Here I am multiplying 3 on both sides. So 5 is 15 greater than 6. Earlier this is the sign was greater than, now also greater than. Okay. Let me say another example. Example 2. Suppose I am saying 15 greater than 3. And suppose I will multiply minus 2 on both sides. So 15 into minus 2, if I say greater than 3 into minus see it will be wrong. Okay, so this will be less than, the sign will be reverse. If you multiply negative number, the sign will be reverse. Okay, reverse means it was greater than, now it becomes less than. You see 15 minus was minus 30. So minus 30 is less than minus 6. You cannot say minus 30 is greater than minus 6. Are you clear, not clear? Hello, my dear students? Hello? Okay. Similarly, example 3. If you divide a positive number on both sides of the inequalities, the sign of the inequality remains same. Okay. But if you divide a negative number on both sides of the inequality, sign of the inequality change. Okay. Change means if it is less than, that becomes greater than. If it is greater than, that becomes less than. If it is less than equal to, that becomes greater than equal to. If it is greater than equal to, that becomes less than. Change means like that. Okay. Reverse means like that. Okay. So suppose I will tell you one example that 20 is less than 40. Okay. Suppose I will divide 10 on both sides. Okay. So I can say 20 by 10 is less than 40 by 10 because this is a positive number. Okay. I am dividing a positive number. So inequality sign remains same. This 2 less than 4. Okay. But if I divide a negative number on both sides, then inequality sign will be changed. Okay. Suppose 20 less than 40. Let me say I will divide minus 10 on both sides. Okay. So then this less than becomes greater than. Okay. So it will be 40 by minus 10. That sign will be reversed. Okay. You see, if when both sides are multiplied and divided by a negative number, then the sign of the inequality is reverse. Reverse means the sign and the inequality change. Okay. So this 20 by minus 10 is minus 2, so greater than minus 4. You cannot say this one is less than. Can you say minus 2 is less than minus 4? No, it will be wrong. So this rule we discuss. So okay, next class we shall discuss problems. Okay. So please you learn all these things. This chapter is a very important chapter also. Okay. This chapter you need both point 2 for your plus 2 as well as entrance. So with this I am stopping here. So I am going to end the meeting. Thank you all of you.